Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Starting out, let's have a public service announcement. If you haven't claimed the celebration for opening the 100th server, the code is right there on the screen for you, Happy S100. And this is actually a pretty big chest you don't want to miss out on because you're getting a mythic stone conversion, a free one of these. Now, these are really expensive. They're usually like $99 if you have to buy them. Now, of course, you do get one of these free from time to time, and hopefully you don't have to use it very often. But that also means we're about to get a new Mythic Hero. And they usually give us one of these when new Mythic Heroes out so that people will all have the opportunity to try the new Mythic Hero. Um, thought I spent a little bit more time today doing uh, a little bit of catch up on the update. If you haven't been to the main Discord or haven't been following the news about the game, uh, maybe I'll take a couple minutes here to go over some of that for you. But before we do that, again, maybe just a little bit for myself. Um, this week there are a lot of sales on. Not saying that, I'm not that I'm encouraging spending. I'm going to tell you what some of the better deals are. And this is what I just realized myself is that I didn't even notice this early on. Like in one of the video, you might have saw me like just not purchasing these. If you do ever plan to get um, these mythic blessing chests, I just realized in the $99 one there is um, one support one, you get a defensive one, and in this chest, as you get through, you'll get one of the damaged ones. Now, if you actually compare the cost against what's in here in terms of blessing chest, it averaged out to be about just a little bit under $50 each, because when you buy redstones, it's $650 for $100. So these average out to about $45. So in that sense, um, again, you guys know me very well, right? I don't encourage spending, but if you do spend, um, make sure you get the good deals. If you do plan to get these, I will highly recommend picking up these packs before you pick up anything in the limited black market, because the deal here is just that much better in these special packs. I think they're on for just today and tomorrow before I think the weekend's up. Um, so yeah, because normally we value these around $60 to $70 for, well, sorry, you get a limited hero chest, right? So these are usually worth quite a bit. So at this point, I almost feel like, previously in guides, I've said, you want to do these voyage events and it's worth it to get your limited hero. Like honestly, they just keep slashing the prices more and more so that the newer players, if you're playing things are just getting cheaper and cheaper. You just need to know what deals to look for. There are traps, right? Um, this is one of those ones where it's definitely a lot cheaper than the stuff you get in the limit market. But last week, where I think we saw I think it was like the smashing egg event, right? And I called them out and said, that wasn't exactly a good deal for anyone. If you were trying to pick up limited heroes in that chest, you were spending way more. This is much better. Okay. Now, for the free-to-play player out there, sorry, before I do that, yes, you see on the bottom of the screen there, yes, I'm reminding you, if you do spend, please use Aptoid. You get 5% extra off that way, and you're also supporting me. For those of you who don't know, when you use the code, I do get a slight cut of your purchases through the sponsorship with Aptoid. So if you'd like to support me, that's also another option. But that's the selfish self-promoting I'll do. Let's talk about exciting content that's coming to the game. And I'll actually block out the rest. I'll make sure I'll put in the link in the description below if you don't know how to use Aptoid to get the additional discount. 5% from me is a small piece. The actual Aptoid can give up to 20%. So if you don't know how Aptoid works, I will link explanation in the video. Okay, let's take a look at what's actually coming into the game. First of all, a new PvE dungeon. If you haven't read about it, there are going to be 40 stages. There's going to be 6 different bosses, um, and you're going to be able to get a lot more rainbow diamonds. So one of the complaints people have about Endless Coaster is you're not able to earn rainbow diamonds quick enough. Um, so it looks like there's limited number of keys you can challenge, but as you progress through this, you're gonna earn a lot more rainbow diamonds, which means they can be used to buy things in the rainbow shop, unlimited heroes like Little Jack, Santa, and Pauline, which are really helpful for you. Um, and looks like this is pretty cool because it's like you're doing additional damage and there's like damage threshold too. So looks pretty interesting here in terms of what we'll get. And this is content that's coming out this month, right? Esther is going to be added to the hero selection chest. So now we have a 4th hero to the Rainbow Store, and we will be able to get Rainbow Store a lot more. Mid-May, okay, every single player, free to play, pay to win, you're all going to be able to get a new limited, you're going to, not a new limited, but you get a free limited hero chest. Okay, so you can get Pauline, Nicholas, Little Jack, Esther, Lydia, Henla, and Jack and Roll. One of these heroes for free. Um, Now for the Krakens there, you got, another Sanctuary one because you probably E5'd all of them. But even for myself, I'm looking forward to maybe E5ing my Esther so that, it just helps a little bit more in PvP. Just squeeze that little bit extra speed out for me. But I'm very excited about the fact that, we have more options now in the Rainbow Store. And we'll be able to get to these rainbow chests much faster. So anyways, with any gacha game, right, if you're going to attract the new players coming in, you got to find a way to help newer players catch up. So the fact that um, the fact that things are getting cheaper, hopefully that's not a discouragement to all of the existing whales and stuff. I mean, um, it's all about the journey and the experience and the fun we had beating one another. So, you know, that's worth something, right? All right, so there you go. You guys all saw we just got a Mythic Hero Conversion Stone, so make sure you grab that in the code at the beginning. Quality of life, okay? Um, there are gonna be raid functions. So if the skip buttons wasn't fast enough, there's gonna be a function where you click one button where it's gonna skip everything for you. So if you're a busy person, and you don't have a lot of time to play, but you want to make sure you get all your daily grinding done, there's a raid function coming soon, which is going to help you finish a lot of the existing levels, um, just so that your online timetable is comfortable. And honestly, I'm going to take a moment to talk about this because you don't see it as actually in a lot of game. We do know that the developer is a Chinese company, and there are policies in China which limits the gameplay for children, um, the number of hours they can spend on any games. So they have to make sure that people can get their gaming in within a certain amount of time. Otherwise, they will not be willing to play the game. So, this actually, I wonder if it has anything to do with that. So just a random thought there. Uh, Artwork upgrade. I don't think we asked for it, but this does look a little bit more modern and looks a little bit more impressive. So, um, the Sega City Mythic Hero is coming here. Very much Eastern look. The face looks a little bit strange. It almost feels like it's popping out a little bit, but looks pretty cool from a concept design perspective. So um, looks like a tank to me. Gonna be very tanky. I feel like we already got Wukong. Like, what more do you need? And then there's going to be a second half of the year. There will be a new faction. So faction number 13. No, we're not going to get Agatha E5 just yet. We need 2 more factions to get enough to Agatha E5. But cowboy factions. Why do I feel like this is just a reskinned Donald to the right? Should we move Donald from Sword Harbor over to this faction? Because I feel like, it doesn't really fit very well. But also, without Donald, we're gonna have a heck of a time trying to finish Faction Abyss, though. So, anyways, very exciting news. Love it whenever the devs do a roadmap and content preview like this. Very exciting. Mid-May. So 2 weeks from now, we got a lot of exciting stuff coming into the game. Free limited hero is coming. Make sure you pick up your mythic conversion stone. We're gonna get a mythic hero. So if you haven't got your mythic shards ready, or get a hero that you don't need, you're ready to convert it. Great opportunity right there. So yeah, I'll catch you next time, and stay tuned. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the game. I think, some of you might have that maybe are closer to me in the sense that, we're in the same guild and whatnot. There was a period of time where you probably saw like I did get a little bit almost was on the verge of quitting, but I think recently with a lot of the exciting content, and a lot of the successes in the game, I think, you know, looks like, I'll still be producing quite a bit of content going forward. So I'm very excited to look for that. I hope you guys you like my content. I know I get a lot more support. The channel has grown tremendously over the last 9 months. We're probably going to hit the 1 year mark very soon. Um, I hope I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark by the time we get to July. So, um, if you find my channel helpful and you know your friends that play Infinite Magicraid, tell them to come check me out. All right, so yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys next time. Gandalf out.